Okay, I'm going to rewrite the problem. X squared minus 4x plus 19 minus 6, the root of x squared minus 4x plus 11 equals 0. All right, so what I want to do is I want to see this in the problem. And I sort of see it, but not completely. So what I need to do is rewrite it as x squared. Whoops, sorry about that. X squared minus 4x plus 11 minus 6 root x squared minus 4x plus 11 equals 0. Now I need plus 8 though, right? Because 8 and 11 is 19. And then I can make a substitution. By the way, it's a little bit different than the way I'm doing it in the problem set, but that shouldn't be upsetting to you at this point. Just a slight variation. I do that sometimes. Let me point out what I mean. I'm going to use a U substitution to make it a little bit easier for the writing department. And let me do it. This would be U squared minus 6U plus 8 equals 0. I'm going to factor that. That'd be minus 2 minus 4. So U is 2 or U is 4. Now, I understand that, I know U is that root, so I'll write this down. 2 equals, that's x squared minus 4x plus 11, or 4 equals x squared minus 4x plus 11, the root. So I'm going to square both sides. You're going to get 4. That's x squared minus 4x plus 11, or 16 x squared minus 4x plus 11. I'm going to solve this equation here, and you're going to get 0 equals x squared minus 4x plus 7. I want to show you where this is written down in the other work I did. X squared minus 4x plus 7 is right here. And I'm using a zero product rule on that. Let's do the other one. You notice I'm missing a step over here, but I'll write it down for you. So this would be x squared minus 4x, and then you'd have minus 5. That equals 0. So I'm missing a line in here, and that line should read x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals 0. All right? I'm also missing a line over here about what x is in a solution to it. Now, they may be written down in the answer key, but I realize I got to change my key a little bit. So I'm going to factor these guys, but I want to point out I do see them. Right? Now, someone said, well, you don't see it exactly the same way. It's the same thing. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm looking at it, and I'm starting to realize that one of these is pretty easy to do. Let me write that down for you. This would be x, and I get 5 and 1 minus 5 plus 1, so x would equal minus 1, or the x would equal 5. That's written right over here, 5 or minus 1, all right? The other one, I can't use my finger numbers, so I have to use a quadratic formula. So, whoops, sorry about that. X would equal, well, let's see, twice the a, that's 2. Minus 4 is plus 4, plus or minus 16 minus 4 times 7. I got to do that. X equals 4, plus or minus, this is all over 2, by the way. 16 minus 28 is going to be minus 12, so I would get 2i root 3, and that would give me 2 plus or minus I root 3, and we're getting that right over here, all right? So the big question becomes is, I wonder if they're right, and it's always difficult, and I do mean that. To be right, though, means you got to check it in the original problem, so they have to be checked up over here. All right, they have to be checked. Did I check it? I can't remember, to be honest with you. But, you know, I always say if you think you see an error, let me know. My name is Ron Bannon. My email address is b as in boy, the @ symbol, nnon.us. All right? So I'm actually gonna check some. I'm gonna check -1 first. All right, so I'm gonna get my eraser out. And I'm at the point where I'm at the end of the problem, and I'm wondering, did I get that right? Did I get it right? You know, I make mistakes sometimes. So I'm gonna check, let's check -1. Well, that's pretty easy to do. You get 1 minus 6. And what would this give you? -4 minus 19. Let's do the inside. What do you get? You get 1 plus 4 plus 11. Well, it's going to be 1 minus 6. Well, you get 15, 16. That would be 4. And this would be -23. What do you get? 1 minus 24? -23 does, in fact, equal -23. So this works out really well, right? -1 works out well. What's the other answer I could check that's pretty easy to check? Let me erase this. Checking's pretty easy. If they're integer, it's easier, right? So the other one I want to check, is 5 a correct answer? Well, let's write this down. What do you get? 25 minus 6. The root's more difficult to do. It's going to be 25 minus 20, which is 5. 5 plus 11 is 16. What do you get over here? You would get 20 minus 19. Well, 20 minus 19 is the number 1. And what do you get over here? You would get 25 minus 6 times 4, which is 24. And this works. Now, granted, some people say, could you check the other ones too? I want to be honest with you, this isn't bad to check. You can still check it, all right? Now, granted, a lot of people are going to glaze over and say, oh, no, you're not going to check that too. Let's give it a shot. All right, what's that going to be? 2 plus or minus I root 3. Whoops. Again, there's 2 answers, 2 plus or minus I root 3. Let's check 2 plus I root 3 first. Well, I got to square that number, so I'm going to check this one first. Well, x squared, right? That's going to be 4 minus 3. It's going to be much more difficult, right? You notice the other ones, the integers are really simple. So 2 minus 3, and then what do you get? Plus, let's see, 4I root 3. All right? So I'm going to write that down for you. And that's going to be x squared. 4 minus 3 is 1, so it's 1 plus 4I root 3. Minus 6. I got to do that. Well, I think I can do 4x pretty easily. What do you get? You get 4 times 2 is 8 plus 4I root 3 minus 19. All right? Got to do the inside now. And part of it's done. But, you know, I got to do the 4x now. So it's going to be x squared minus 4x. And then minus 19. I'm sorry, plus 11. What's x squared? I just did it. It's 1 plus 4I root 3. What's minus 4x? Let's write that down. It's going to be, let's see, and again, this is the x now. We're checking this. Minus 4 minus, right? We're doing minus 4 times that, right? Minus 4I root 3. And then what do you get? You get plus 11. Well, what's nice about this, the complex numbers disappear. And we're left off with, let's take a look at that. Did I make a mistake somewhere? I don't think so. Let's see, 1 minus 4, that's minus 3, plus 11. Yeah, I think I made a mistake somewhere. And I got to look at it again. Did I do the x squared right? That's 1 plus 4I root 3. And then minus 4 times x. Oh, I see it now. It's minus 8. All right, I'm glad I checked. All right, let's take a look again. The 4i's disappear. You get 1 minus 8 is minus 7. Yeah, 4. Got it over here. Let's check it out. See what we get. What do you get? 1 plus 4I root 3 minus, well, if you did that, you're going to get minus 12, right? And what do you get over here? 8 minus 19 is minus 11. I get my ratio doesn't look like an 11, does it? Minus 11 plus 4I root 3. well, you know what, I'm getting this, and I'm also getting minus 11. Working good. So what I just check over there, I just checked this. I'll leave it as an exercise for you to check this one. See if it works. And if it doesn't work, you let me know. Thank you.